Welcome to the demo of the Fantasy Sports Optimal Lineup Generator, also known as FSOLG. The purpose of this program is to generate fantasy statistics in a way that removes luck and gut intuition from the actual selection process. So instead of relying upon just liking a player or whatnot, the FSOLG system will collect data, analyze it, and present an actual mathematical choice for the user that eliminates as much gut intuition as possible, considering computers don't have the gut. So what we're going to be doing here is going into the CLI and showing the operation. So at the bottom here we can see we're running in a terminal. The command line interface that is used for the FSOLG system is quite simple. We're going to just do a quick help menu here to show you the options that we have. TAC help. Now you can see the different options here. We're going to run this in simple, just for the sake of understanding what is going on inside of the program as it's running. So simple, when you launch it, will bring up a more beautiful version of the program here. So we see that we have the FSOLG title screen. We're going to select basketball because right now that is the only one that's implemented. Other sports can be added in as time goes on, pretty simply inside of this program. So we're going to enter that letter. What would you like to do with the basketball data? So initially we would have to update the data. So when I say this, we're going to go into update the data. Is this the first time you're scraping? You would click yes, and it would generate a lot of different, or it would essentially launch the web scraper. We're going to say no for the purposes of our experiment right now, because web scraping does take a little bit of time. So would you like to scrape by date range or number of games? So what this essentially means is it's asking you if you want to update your data. Instead of the full initialize, it's going to be like, okay, so how many games do you want to update it by? Or perhaps just what specific date range do you want to update your games? Now for our purpose, we're just going to say no to this. We're just going to close the program. And we're going to go simple. We're going to go basketball. And we're going to actually generate fantasy projectors because I already have everything loaded. Is this the first time you're generating data? Yeah, we'll say that we did. Now what this is to do is going to process all the data that's contained in this data folder inside of players contained here. It is a long folder of different CSVs containing a lot of stats for different players. Once this process is finished, it asks which site you would like to generate it for. In our purposes, we're just going to say DraftKings because I think they are better. We're going to generate data for a single week, and it's going to project different point projections for each player based on algorithms decided in the projection file here. And as we can see, to no one's surprise, LeBron James is number one. But surprisingly, if I were to run it back to basketball, let's do generate fantasy projectors, we're going to say no, so the data is already saved in there. And we're going to do FanDuel. And if we do a single week, FanDuel's projection says a different player. FanDuel seems to prefer defensive statistics, and that's how we reflect here with Laurie Markkinen. Alright, so thank you, and that is the demo for the FSOLG Fantasy Sports Optimal Lineup Generator. Thank you.